So today we're planting this apple tree that I bought in Menards. We'll check how is Menards tree is good or no. And how do you think? Leave a comment. Did you plant some trees from Menards or Home Depot, not from the nursery? So, like you saw before, I bought this tree in Menards, and now I planted it over here. I had here some cherry tree, but it was very cold this spring, and this cherry tree frozen. Maybe it's gonna still be, but I will move it in another place. And over here I want to plant the apple trees, because apple tree in this area, in our area, is very good. Okay, and let's start. I will remove this, make a hole. So what do we need for this operation? Of course, the gloves, we need the shovel, we need the cutters to trim a little bit this apple tree, some fertilizer for the fruit trees, and water. That's it. Okay. Okay, prepare the spot for your tree, make a hole. I don't know, this one maybe about 12 inches deep. Make sure you have a good soil. We have another videos where you can see how to prepare the spot for the tree. But you can use the original soil if you have good black soil, or you can buy some garden soil and mix with original soil, or just completely replace, especially over here with the garden soil. So it's good to have some garden soil, because that garden soil has some mulch inside, and the roots for the first years grows very well. So prepare this fruit tree, actually apple tree, and remove from the pot. Okay, so basically this is good, because we're gonna plant it at this level. So before, when you bind the tree, always check the roots, just take out from the pot and make sure that root is good. You see, this tree has new roots. But anyway, and also you see this tree has very nice, these roots not very tight, so we can spread them a little bit. So I will remove this a little bit, because the biggest problem with the roots are very, very tight, and you cannot spread them. So, you see? In this case, it's very nice because it has some space around, so we can spread these roots a little bit. So even over here, you can just remove them. So now it's spring, and the roots will grow very nice. Also, we're gonna trim this apple tree a little bit, so it's supposed to grow well. Okay, like this. Try be careful as much as you can, but if you break some roots over here, that's fine, because we need to make sure that our roots growing inside, not growing around, because if that root can go around the trunk, so it can break the tree. Even maybe I can cut this one, and even this one. Okay, we have very tight over here, so let's work on this side. And make sure that your roots very wet, especially for a couple of first weeks after this process. If you find nice big root, just try to see like this. So maybe I want to just get inside and find the biggest one. Maybe we can cut all these roots over here. Always do this process when you planting the potted tree. Spread these roots. Can you see how many roots? But this all the small roots. You need to cut something. I will cut maybe this one right here. I have one beak over here, which it can go this way, and one beak over here goes that way. Check what is here. Another root here. So I will cut this one. Cut this one. Because this is the line where we're gonna plant it. And this one. Don't need the roots over here. So this one is nice, we can leave it. Then you can check here. A lot of small roots make it a little bit better. But they are very small, we need a big one. So we cut this one and left this big one and this one. Oh, now it's supposed to be good. This mulch on the side, we can use it later on top. This is from our plant. Oh, very nice. Okay. Next step, I will add some fertilizer and just regular 3 cones this round. Should be fine. I don't like this root over here. Of course we can cover it, but then in winter time it's not gonna be good. I lose my gloves. So on top just fill up with the soil. I also add some garden soil on top. Basically that soil also with the organic, with the garden soil. So it can be organic or it can be just regular garden soil. Doesn't matter. Just some good soil. Some maybe compost even. And this you can press with your hands or you can press with your foot. Anyway, sometime like 1 month or so this soil goes down a little bit. Okay, so I try to keep this level. But for the winter time I can cover this with the mulch up. Okay. Now this mulch from the pot. So I usually try to buy the bare tree. I like it much better, but in this case, in this time, I just have this spot and waiting for that tree is too long for the next year basically. So I just go to Menards and check and find this nice tree, and because that pot had not the soil, this tree grow in a mulch, so it's very nice to work with the roots. Yeah, so you can easily get that roots and spread them around, even cut some roots, because in this spot, in new spot, the tree will make another roots. It has whole year until winter to make that, so don't worry about that. So you can cut even some roots. Okay, this is good. Good. I will clean up here a little bit, and like I said, always watering. in the summertime, the first year, 3 times a week, 4 times a week. That's why my trees is a little bit up and water goes through. I have here the dripping system, so it's much easy to watering. Just set up the timer and that's it. Like that. Perfect. Just make around the trunk something like that. So that's why you see, because I planted it's too low, that's why this tree makes this roots here. If you always will place the mulch soil over here up to here, so in some time, in year or two, the tree will make another roots here. So don't make that mistake. Like this, and that's it. You see this spot a little bit lower than this spot, like that. Okay, so basically we plant the tree, you just tighten it, and now the most interesting part, we need to trim that, because I cut some roots. The root system is smaller, but the branch is the same, so we need to make some balance. And I will cut this, all this. You see they almost had the flowers, but we will cut it and it make another from this buds. So this is the yellow delicious. I just keep this one and I'll place it on the stick like this. Good. So over here we have 2 branches, and basically it's like 2 leaders. 2 leaders here, so we need cut one. I will show it a bit closer. So over here we have 2 leaders, 1 leader and another leader. So we need make just one. So I have this bud over here, and we can cut it, I believe, here. It make another, but most important this one. So this one goes like that. These 2, see, this bud is good, so go like this. We have 2 branches here. I will cut this one. And you see this branch goes inside, like in, so here. So this branch goes inside in the tree, so that's why we need to remove it. This is the same, we don't need that flowers this year, only cut it over here. I can leave this maybe, and this is too long, because we have over here our leader. So we need to make it shorter, like that. I think this is good, and I want to cut all these flowers. This one is good. So we make the branch system also smaller. So now that roots that we cut in, it's a little bit like balance with the roots and the branches. Because if you do like that, basically, anyway, if it's barrel tree or if it's like this potted tree, so anyway in the nursery they also cut some roots, and that's why all these branches cannot work with that roots. That's why we need to cut a little bit of branches, so we have some balance. Okay, so that's it. And one more very important thing that we need to do with this tree. So I spray all my trees with the copper fungicide. So this tree I will also spray with that. So copper fungicide with some horticulture oil to protect from some disease, because I don't know what disease is there, and also from some bugs. Okay, at this time of the year, in springtime, I usually use the copper fungicide. It's the most important spray because it works with disease, kills all disease, and the best. And also I'll mix it with some oil for example, now is horticulture spray oil. So in this case, this copper will stay on a tree much better, and also it prevents some bugs. For example, it's good because at this time some bugs make some eggs and all that stuff, and this kill all that. So just mixing these two in a sprayer. You can use any sprayer, hand sprayer. I prefer to use this one, it's much better. Just spray your fruit trees. So add water, add this, and then shake it and spray. So, okay. So first we add some water. Make sure that outside is not too cold, because if it's too cold, like freezing temperature, so the spray doesn't work. So make sure it's more than 45 degrees or so. Okay, what we need here. So we have this cup here, around from 1 to 2 ounces for 1 gallon of water. We'll do like this copper first. Mix it a little bit. So first I'm mixing the copper with water. Good. Now I will add this oil. So this one around, for 1 gallon of water, around 3 tablespoons. This goes on the side, and I will add more water. I will make this just for 1 gallon of water. I don't need more at this time. Okay, so we mix it, and now I will go and spray my tree. Shake it very well. So I always spray the spot where is the tree, and of course the tree make it wet, and try to go from all directions. Okay, this is good. Now we plant our tree, we spray it, no disease, no pest, perfect, gonna work. I hope my tree from Menards will grow. How do you think? Just let me know in the comments below, and see you in next videos.